Hello and welcome. There is a lot to learn today, so let's get started. English is full of little words that like to trick us. They may seem simple and easy at first glance, but we need to really practice so we know how to really use these words. I'm going to help you with this practice and get you speaking like a pro. Today, we are going to look at the word pretty. In the English language, we often see words that have more than one meaning. This is one reason why English can be tricky. One word can mean totally different things when used in different contexts. One of these words is pretty. Have you heard this word before? This word is used a lot in English, so let's take a look at what it means. The first meaning of pretty can mean that something looks nice, that it is pleasant to look at. For example, we can say, "The girl is very pretty." Here are some other examples. There are some really pretty flowers in the garden. I think the woman's necklace is very pretty. The girl dressed nicely because she wanted to look pretty. This form of the word pretty usually refers to girls or women. It is not usually used to describe boys or men. So, we can say pretty when we're talking about something that is beautiful. The second way to use the word pretty is to give emphasis. You can use it in the same way you would use the words really or very. It's used more in informal situations than formal situations, so use this form of the word pretty when you're having a casual conversation. Here are some examples. This lesson is pretty difficult. I'm pretty sure that the meeting starts at 10. I felt pretty tired after exercising for 1 hour. Did you notice the difference between these two ways to use the word pretty? Let's try some more examples. How can we use the word pretty to describe a food that's delicious? If I'm eating a really great piece of pizza, I can say, "Wow, this pizza is pretty good." Or maybe I just saw a comedy movie. I would tell my friend, "That movie was pretty funny." Now, remember again the other use of the word pretty. What else does it mean? Beautiful. For example, you can talk about a pretty girl, a pretty flower, a pretty painting, or a pretty dress. And remember, when you're using pretty in this way, it usually refers to something feminine. Now, here are some sentences that you can repeat after me. I think that woman is so pretty. That dog is pretty big. You painted a pretty picture. These instructions are pretty clear. That food is pretty spicy. You have such pretty eyes. I live in a pretty small town. English can be pretty difficult, but I can learn it. Great job. Remember to keep practicing. Goodbye.